Good day, everyone, and welcome to Talk on Evangelism with Pastor Olu Israel on the edition of Church Based Evangelism. This is to conclude the topic we started the last time, which is Assembly Evangelism Team. Assembly Evangelism Team. We are concluding now by the grace of God. Don't forget, I told you that the pastor must inaugurate his local church assembly evangelism team, which is the very first thing he must do if he wants evangelism in his church to do well. Therefore, let's assume the assembly evangelism team of that local assembly has been inaugurated. After inauguration, the members of that team will come together and decide on a particular date of the month for their monthly meeting. That date must be constant, in which they have their meeting every month. Their first few meetings is to decide which program, event, and activities of the church that they will be organizing. And of course, they talk and make sure they look into different programs, into different activities and events. So they decide which ones. And of course, when they decide which ones, they also decide which day will they be having which activity, which day will they be having which event, which date will they be having which program. When all this has been done, they now put it together in what I call a program of activities or working document. They put it, they print it out, they make a document out of it, in which this document will carry the activity and the date and the time on behalf of the church. And of course, after the pastor has gone through it and it has become a document, an official document uh, that the team will be using to run as far as evangelism is concerned in that particular local assembly, then their subsequent meetings. Don't forget, I'm talking about the meeting that has to do with indoor activities, events, and programs, and outdoor event activities and programs of evangelism. After this has been done and has been put, or a document, or of course, has been drawn and a document has been made out of it, signed by the pastor, approved by the pastor of that particular local assembly. Then the next thing is that every subsequent meeting is to now plan for each of the program, events, and activity according to the date that has been agreed upon, that is now visible on that working document. They plan it. What are the logistics we need? Where are we going? How are we going to get there? The field survey and every other thing. And don't forget, I told you that when it comes to the issue of implementing any program, event, and activities of evangelism, the entire church must be involved. Now, let's assume everything has been done and the team is now working. And this time around, they want to go out for their outdoor activity. And please take note, whenever the team called on the church, the entire church members, of course, the entire church members must respond whenever they call upon them for either outdoor activity or indoor activity. Now, they are going for outdoor activity. And each time they are going for outdoor activity, the evangelism team leader will be the one to give what I call last minute briefing or last minute instructions, where the evangelism team leader of that particular local assembly will give information, last minute information to the entire members of the church, including the evangelical team members, as to where are we going for this particular outdoor activity. What exactly are we going to do? Who are those that will play prominent role? I'm talking about in terms of preaching, in terms of singing, in terms of reading the Bible, and so on and so forth. And of course, the entire church members also have role to play. And it is incumbent on the assembly evangelism team leader to tell all this and give even that role or roles that are expected of the entire church members, haven't given the role that each and individual uh, church members or assembly evangelism members, as the case may be, what role, specific role they will play. The other members of the church must also have role to play, and of course, the team leader will also dish out the role that are expected from the rest of the church members. Let's assume all this has been done. And when all this has been done, then the church is ready to go out for their outdoor evangelism activity. And this is to be repeated each time the church is going out for their outdoor activity. A last minute briefing must take place where, like I said, who is going to do what, and even their conduct uh, will be mentioned in that last minute meeting, their conduct, so that when we go out, the church will not embarrass it or herself, even in the face of the world, when they go out for that outdoor activity. If all that I said, which are basics, of course, I rush over it because I don't want this message to be too long for you, but this is the basics. And if this has been done, then I want to tell you that 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 local assembly of yours, they are ready for evangelism activities, and they will do well. They will do well because this basic that I've mentioned will help coordinate and will help implement evangelism activities both indoor and outdoor of any local assembly. And I believe that by the grace of God, that particular local assembly will do well because they will only need to follow. I'm talking about the evangelical team, we only need to follow that which they have drawn, right, in their working document, to follow it little by little. Each time they come to meeting, they plan about it, they talk about it, they pray about it, and so on and so forth. And I believe that the church will do well in terms of evangelism if all these basics that I mentioned are put in place. And this is a wrap of the topic we started last time. And I pray that by the time we are coming back again, we will move forward from where we stopped today by the grace of God. Do not forget, please go to my YouTube channel, Evangelism Television, sorry, and then you can get as many videos that is based on evangelism as possible. Even the video that has to do with this church-based evangelism series can also be gotten there, and the Lord will bless you richly in the name of Jesus, even as I come your way again. Thank you, and God bless you.